Psalms, Gospels, prophets, sages, Leviticus, laws to Paul's fine phrases, turning them corners, your spiritual mazes. Genesis to Revelation, so divine. Flip them scripts, endless grace you'll find. Psalms singing sweet, unbroken lines, hitting that rhythm, wordplay refined. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food dinners. Isaiah's vision, Ezekiel's figures. Walk through the fire, no one limbers. Kings and judges, prophets profound, plowing the word, no mythical ground. Verse after verse, wisdom's bound. Heavenly soundtrack, soul serving sound. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? No shortcuts, all divine routes. Listen to the whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Study the book, change perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learning perfect. Patterns of grace that time can't deflect. Old Testament drops deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birth to cross on the hill. Unfolding the never blessings, pastor with skill. Scripture flip, every verse fulfilled.
Through the word, every verse, every chapter, nothing unheard. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions, streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions, streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. 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 Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick.
That ought to do it. That ought to do it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Testing. Wait. Come on. Get to my delay. There we go. All right. Your 6 ads are done. I don't know why. OBS crashing today. Yes. Flat cap unmuted pastor. Yes. It's if it's not one thing, it's one thing, and if it's not one thing, it's two things. I guess that's what we learn here. And now Stream Deck is not working. It means I have to change all my scenes by clicking on them instead of just pushing a button. I could tell you're dropping some frames too, but it's not distracting. Let me see what it says on my frame dropping. It's only saying 0.1% frames missed due to lag. So I've only dropped 23 frames. So maybe there's something else on there. First world problem. Zach Lee, you're so right. You're so right. It is first world problems. If you have no internet, you don't have this kind of speed that I have, you're not going to have that problem. Yeah, some kind of stutter? Oh, yeah, that could be. If it happens once in a while. Some reason, like, it thinks I have too many things running at once. It will look that way or pause my screen. It might be my camera. Is this problems from the sun? I do not know. That's an interesting question. It's an interesting question. I know there was some stuff going on over the weekend with that. I did not stay up to watch it, but yeah, I think it's my camera because I see that on my screen too. But often when I see it, it doesn't actually make it to the broadcast, so it's going to be a processing on my camera today, I think it is. The OBS needs some coffee to wake up. Yeah, maybe it is OBS processing my camera. But the broadcast is saying I've only skipped 22 frames and lagged 35 out of like 7,000 frames. Oh no, sorry. 70,000 frames. So that's like not going to be noticeable at all for anybody watching. So, all right, let me get some music playing in the background. Let me know the volume level on that, if it's too high, too low. And I'm going to turn it down for myself because I don't really need to listen to a super amount of it. Oh, okay, there it is. All of a sudden I was looking and going, my plan disappeared on me. Volume of audio sounds great. Okay, awesome. Okay, I wanted to go push the buttons and it did not work. Okay, so we're going over here. And, what do we want? Oh, yeah, I know what it is. So those that have been around, the 90-day workout challenge concluded on Saturday. So I don't know whether, I know we did vote on Friday that people said yes, they would want to watch me continue to do workout streams. I don't know where I'm going to fit the workout streams in. Got to do some planning around those. Some people are just doing them on Discord alone and not streaming, and I thought about that. Maybe I would do that on my bike. I might try that on my bike. Go for a bike ride and just Discord chat while I'm doing that and see if that would be able to stream in Discord what I'm seeing. So, that's a thought I have, which would be interesting from this standpoint. Maybe Discord, since it's not the same that you need for live streaming, maybe I could get on Discord and then use Discord and live stream the Discord and see what happens. I don't know. Just a thought there. Maybe I'll try that. It's not the stream. Yeah, that's what I said. It's the camera. Yeah, that's what I said. So I don't know if it's my camera alone or if it's my camera into OBS that's stuttering. But it's definitely on the camera side of things. And since that is, Elgato and Stream Deck is also having problems today, maybe there's some software update or something that's causing issues or a need for an update. My wife got on this morning and her monitors were not working at all for her hub. Nothing was connecting. So I had to solve that problem this morning also. So there's that. There's that. Well, you know what? Let's just take a look at the fish this morning. Let's take a look outside. So, if you have not seen it, if you haven't been here in a while, there's a bird nest. Let me just go ahead and click on the bird nest so you can see it. If it'll let me. It's not responding. Okay, maybe we won't look at the bird nest. Anyway, the bird nest is in the lower right there. And Robin's sitting on the nest, and it looked like Robin was maybe getting ready to hatch over the weekend, was sitting there looking at the eggs. But anyway, that's what we have over there. And you can watch that over on the Fish channel. And there's also underwater cam, which I need to clean some algae out of the pond. It's starting to build up, Okay. Also, if you notice over here, we'll be having a podcast on Thursday this week with Wuffler77. We are passing the cap for Wordy Girl. Wordy Girl has been laid off from her job. She has a second job that doesn't pay for everything. And just running into struggles with paying everything. So we're going to pass the cap for Wordy Girl. So if you're able to help out with Wordy Girl, please, let's bless her because she is truly a blessing on Twitch and she's a blessing to many people. So love to help her out if you guys are able to. And if not, please keep her in prayers. Also, we'll be gaming today. So we will raid out as we do on Mondays and Fridays over to the Fish channel. And we'll do some co-working over there. Did I not add the gaming? I thought I had it in there. Just waiting for it to show. We'll do that for a while. And then later we'll be gaming from 2 to 5 on Mondays on the Church Digital channel. I may also be gaming on this channel. I don't have that set yet. Yeah, she's a good... There it is. Game of the week. And yes, I spelled it W-E-A-K. Because my gameplay will be weak. So that's going to be Mondays over there. And partially that's so that I have a regularly scheduled event on that channel. So even when there is not a podcast of the week, there will be an activity on that channel. So it's not dead for 2 weeks like it's been the last 2 weeks as I've been traveling and not able to do a podcast. So that's the plan over there. So I've got to figure out when I'm going to start doing workout streams, where I'm going to game on this channel. So I need to fit all those things in. And then you say, when am I going to do anything else? That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. So, okay. I think that's enough of all of those things that hopefully you are caught up on, everybody. So here's where we left off is, well, I guess it's been a couple of weeks since I've streamed on Monday. I know I was at my mom's last Monday. I may have missed the Monday before that from traveling. It might have been quite some time since we've done a Monday stream. So, Matthew 24 is where we are at. Oh, I'm not trying to change that. I'm trying to make the font bigger. Why won't you just leave the font where I set it? I mean, come on, man. And why won't you leave the headings off? Because I don't want the headings. The headings are... Look at my mouse. It will not stay still. It's hovering all around. It will not... Well, there we go. It's just going to crash on me. Okay. That was super weird. I don't know if it was showing on screen or not. It's doing it again. Something is slowing my computer down today. Oh, I see my camera's froze. Just have a You'll Do Everything Else stream. What did we pin? Wow. Okay. I don't know why that pin. Jajala. Hi, Pastor. You're Lisa. Oh, okay. I said hi to you yesterday. Yes, yeah, exactly. I remember. Thank you for joining us yesterday. Very excited to apply your Hear method on your scripture reading group. Thank you for offering your help too. Absolutely. So is it JS Yala or Jajala or Hala? Let me know. But yeah, it was good to chat with you, and I'm glad that you are enjoying that and that's helpful. Okay, so I did hit Matthew 24. Why did it go to 19? I'm having all kinds of weird tech issues today. JS is fine. Okay, that'll work. So we are Matthew 24. I do not remember what was going on other than we had the triumphal entry. Oh, yeah. So he's in the temple courts. He's talking about the bloodshed of them killing the prophets. That's where we left off. Okay. Now, as Jesus was going out of the temple courts and walking away, his disciples came to show him the temple buildings. And he said to them, "Do you see all these things? I tell you the truth, not one stone will be left on another. All will be torn down." So, when people try to tell you that you need to take everything literal in Scripture, there are stones still left on top of stones in Jerusalem. That means Jesus was wrong. A literal interpretation saying that not one stone will be left on another, Jesus didn't mean it in a literal sense. He was using hyperbolic language. He was using complete destruction language, and we all know and understand that. We don't go to the Wailing Wall and say, since there's a stone still there, there's a portion of the wall that's left, that Jesus was wrong. Wasn't the point of it. The point was total destruction language. And so I like to point this example out because people will use this argument in other places of Scripture, but they don't necessarily apply it here. And it's like, if you're going to apply it, then you have to apply it here. And if you apply it here, then Jesus lied. And it's like, that's not how any of us should see that what was happening here. Jesus is talking about something that is unexpected is going to happen, and it's going to be devastating. That's what we're talking about. So what's interesting, though, is the timing of this. Jesus has been in and out of the temple, who knows how many times, depending on how you count things, for the different Passover celebrations, for the annual festivals. They may not all get mentioned in Scripture. Plus, he would have done that his whole life. So if we just think his ministry time with his disciples going in and out of the temple, who knows, doesn't easily, I would conclude, now's the time that they want to point out the buildings. Like, hey, Jesus, you see all these things? He's been there his whole life. He does see them. They're pointing to something greater, and this is the opportunity for Jesus to be able to address that. Kazaku, ancient Israelite kills murderers, right? Yes. They did, or they were permitted to bring justice for those who did that, but it doesn't always tell us if they carried it out. Johnny Darko, Matthew 13, Jesus mentioning why he speaks in parables, speaks to that as well. Oh, true, yeah. Yeah, I come in here. Oh, so it's not saying we should go knock down the Wailing Wall, put away wrecking ball. Well, unless you want to say that was a partial fulfillment and someday those last stones will be torn down and it just hasn't been fulfilled yet, then I guess we might get it out. But that's not how I see it. Okay. As he was sitting on the Mount of Olives, his disciples came to him privately and said, "Tell us, when will these things happen? And what will be the signs of your coming and of the end of the age?" So, 3 different questions. When will the destruction of the temple happen? When will be the sign of your coming? When will be the end of the age? Okay, so the end of the age is like a term that we don't necessarily use, but like the political reign that's currently in place, when is that going to conclude? That would be what we're going on with there. Wiz Altair, welcome in. Good morning. So the end of the age, like this ruling thing that is here, it's going to come to an end. So we could like look back in history and be able to say the age of sailing ships came to an end. The age of horse-drawn carriages has come to an end. So those would be kind of like the end of something. So when will this come to an end? And I think there's thinking specifically about the rule of Rome. So Jesus answers them, "Watch out that no one misleads you. For many will come in my name saying, 'I am the Christ,' and they will mislead many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars." So so he's answering, he has 3 questions. He's answering. The first thing is many will come saying, "I am the Christ." They will mislead many. You will hear of wars and rumors of war. So the wars and rumors of war is the second thing. "Make sure that you are not alarmed, for this must happen, but the end is still to come." So wars and rumors of war is not the end. The end will still come. So the fact there are constantly wars is not a sign of the end. "For nation will rise up in arms against nation, and kingdoms against kingdoms, and there will be famines and earthquakes." Okay, we now have addition. So we have war, famine, earthquake in various places. All these things are the beginning of birth pains. So they're not the end. They're beginning of birth pains. So Jesus' answer is, don't be afraid. Essentially, that's his answer. Don't be afraid. The world is going to continue to be a chaotic place filled with pain and suffering. All of those things are going to happen. That's only the beginning of things. So, Zach, as someone who lives around the Amish, the age of horse-drawn is not over. Well, okay. To say that someone is still using it doesn't mean the age isn't over. Sure, they still live in that age. The same as I live where there's lots of sailboats, but that's not how people are traveling around the ocean, and that's not how people are transporting goods and services. So we have the age of the railroad, which is transporting goods and services, and we have ocean liners. So somebody's personal use isn't what I was referring to, but very true. They haven't gone away. Neither have sailing boats. Neither has the train. But I'm not going to be taking the train to Orlando for Reach Conference. Just saying. I'm going with a plane. Going with a plane. You could drive around all the horse poop on the road to dispute it. Well, around where I am, I'm about 20 minutes away from, 30 minutes away from a lot of Amish where I live. They usually are off the side of the road, so I don't usually run into it. Kazaku, in Africa, there's really, really great famine. Kids, they're dying of hunger, millions, you think, and you don't know how long has this been going on now in Africa. I don't know current ones, and it depends on country. But famines have been going on like all the way back into the Old Testament. Famines were reported and happening. There's also potential for famines going on. And I say famine just as a matter of you don't have food. So it doesn't automatically, because it could be war related more than crop production, but Ukraine is struggling with that. Around the Gaza,